In Politics and Money today, Alex Castellanos joins us now. He's with Purple Strategies, here to talk about this election. Good to have you in the show.
It's great to be here as always.
I feel like this presidential election takes one dramatic turn right after the other, and now we have the debate.
It certainly does. Debates tonight should be exciting after what we've been seeing out in the field, and people are a little bit concerned about Trump's volatility. So it would be great if we saw an even hand from him. People are a little bit concerned about Hillary's ability to empathize with the people. So it'd be great if we saw a little bit of that from her.
Let's move on and talk about money, Alex. Reports say that Donald Trump is spending just 16 cents for every $1 that Hillary Clinton is spending.
Spending a lot less. Spent the most that he spent so far in August, about 30 million, and less than 200 million to date, which by comparison in 2011-2012, Mitt Romney spent nearly $1 billion to lose an election that many people think he should have won. And you know, one of the interesting things coming out of the exit polls in that election was Mitt Romney won on 4 out of 5 metrics. And you know, who would manage the economy better? Mitt Romney. Who would manage foreign affairs better? Mitt Romney. Healthcare, Mitt Romney. But who cares more about people like me? Barack Obama, hands down, and we all know who won that election. So maybe the best proxy isn't necessarily who's spending the most, but who cares more about people like me, and we'll see in the debates.
Taking a look at the economy, we have been reporting that the middle class is making gains, maybe not as much as people would like, but it's true, the biggest gains that we've seen in a long time, and strong. Middle income
very true.
Salaries up, what, 5% plus? Amazing. So
yeah.
Who does that help and who does that hurt?
So you're absolutely right. The United States Census Bureau just came out with these numbers, and you know, incomes are up for ethnicities, for middle class, poor, and the gender gap's closing. So it's 80 cents on the dollar, which seems like a lot, but that's the best gender gap we've ever seen. And so you're right, absolutely, like that Americans still don't feel this way. They feel like the system needs to be fixed. And so we're seeing this interesting disparity from these numbers to how people seem to be feeling in the electorate.
Which is interesting because I just watched that movie, Our Brand is Crisis, where the candidates go out and create a crisis that really doesn't exist. And I feel like a bit of that is happening here.
Either that or maybe Mr. Trump himself is emphasizing the crisis a little bit, but it's always more fun in foreign countries.
There you go, and it's always fun because it's Hollywood after all. Let's take a look at the polls. I know you have been in this business for a long time, and you watch polls, and sometimes polls get it right, and sometimes polls get it wrong. So what do you think about these latest polls that are coming out?
One of the things that I've been talking about a lot lately is that from the disparity between the polls that are done online and then the polls that are done via phone. Because on the phone, people don't want to admit that they're voting for Donald Trump. Online, those polls are a little bit higher. So there's other interesting things that are happening in the polls. We just did a Purple Strategies partnered with Bloomberg poll where who do they trust to be better for their finances for higher income Americans? And pretty much it was like 60-40 that people trust Donald Trump to be better, but of those 60-40, not all of them are voting for Donald Trump, even though it would be better for their finances.
Good to have you here. Thank you.
Angie, thanks for having me.